Scary Movie 6 is officially coming. It's been confirmed for 2026. Oh man, I used to love these movies when I was a kid. I used to watch these at sleepovers with friends, right? And the whole idea of these is that they are parodies of all the current horror movies that are out in cinemas, all of those horror trends parodied into something that's so funny, but also still kind of scary. I am cautiously optimistic about Scary Movie 6, so let's talk a bit about it here. What's up guys, Mike here. Welcome back to my channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for more pop culture content in your feed. Let's get into it. Okay, so if you're not familiar with the Scary Movie franchise, these were a bunch of parody films from like the 2000s that were pretty good. Like honestly, Scary Movies 1 through 4 are genuinely some really fond movie memories in my life. And as I said at the top, I used to watch these with my friends. Like we used to have sleepovers and we would rent a bunch of horror movies from like the local Blockbuster. What a relic of the past. Like what a relic.
What's happened to the world? Things used to be so simple.
And we would often get the Scary Movie franchise. To be honest, the first one of these I saw was in cinemas and it was Scary Movie 4. Then I went back and watched all the other ones. And so I guess for me, Scary Movie 4 is like the pinnacle of all of these. Number 4 had a bunch of parodies of the like current climate of horror movies. And this is really gonna show like the time it came out, which I think was around 2005. We were looking at movies like War of the Worlds, The Grudge, The Village, and perhaps most prominently Saw.
Right. Cindy, look, I want Cindy, y'all.
Like taking the character of Billy the Puppet, who is this really scary character, and turning him into a parody of himself was inherently very funny.
Tell me you didn't catch something.
Nah, it's cool.
Okay, you know what actually is scary and not funny? Most people that watch these videos aren't subscribed. If you like this, hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 10K by the end of 2025, and it'd be a huge help if you can press that button for me. Thanks, guys. But at the same time, I honestly got so scared during Scary Movie 4. Like, it genuinely freaked me out because even though it was a parody of these horror movies, I was too young to have seen a lot of these horror movies, so I was kind of getting like a second-hand horror from them, if that makes sense.
Do you understand?
Yes.
And for a long time after Scary Movie 4, the entire franchise just kind of went dormant for a very long time until like the mid 2010s. That's when Scary Movie 5 came out. I can't remember heaps about this, but I definitely remember that Charlie Sheen was in it at some points, possibly with Lindsay Lohan. And then it was largely a parody of The Cabin in the Woods with Sarah Hyland from Modern Family in the lead role. And to be honest, I thought it was terrible. Honestly, it was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure on my Letterboxd account, it has like a 1 star, which not many movies on my Letterboxd do. Feel free to follow me on Letterboxd, by the way. And Scary Movie 5 wasn't like a box office flop, but it didn't really make a ton of money, like not enough to consider like continuing to do this franchise. So then Scary Movie has been kind of dead until right now, because Scary Movie 6 is coming next year, and I'm kind of curious to speculate on what horror movies it might parody. I guess off the top of my head, I think of more recent horror movies like Midsummer, which was quite big. Maybe even something like The Babadook, which was an Australian film that had a lot of international success. I always feel that parody, when done well, is really, really funny, and that's kind of why I hated Scary Movie 5. Like, I thought the first 4 were genuinely funny and engaging and true to the source material parodies of the horror climate at the time. And so much has happened in the world of horror films since 2013, which was when Scary Movie 5 came out, that there's a whole host of sort of source material to work with. I think another reason the series kind of started to fall flat is there ended up being a bunch of copycat movies that came out. Stuff like Epic Movie and Superhero Movie, or even Movie 42. All of these kind of use the same format to parody movies of a certain genre, but like they definitely weren't as good as the original Scary movies.
It was the blurst of times, you stupid monkey!
Overall, I'm excited for Scary Movie 6. I'll definitely see it when it comes out, but I'm also a little bit cautious because I know how badly these can be screwed up. Whew, thank you so much for watching, guys. Hey, if you like this video, make sure you watch some more and subscribe to my channel. I do videos on pop culture a few times a week, movies, games, music, TV, all of that stuff, all videos like this. So if you enjoyed it, definitely hit the button and comment below, what is your favorite scary movie film and what do you think of Scary Movie 6? I would really love to know down below in the comments. But if you have nothing to comment but just want to help me out with the algorithm, just comment Scary Movie down below. That way I know you're here. I'm all over the internet doing dumb stuff that I think is cool. Check out my links down below. I have a blog, I have a podcast, and a bunch of other stuff, so I'd love for you to check me out. And YouTube thinks you might like this video here next, so definitely go and watch that or a bunch of my others. That is pretty much it from me. My name's Radio Mike. This has been The Inside of My Mind. I'll catch you later.